taking a look inside a 2017 Thor OUTLAW Motor Coach 29H. Here's a look at the interior. Here is the loft area, along with one of the 3 television sets. Has an adjustable arm attached here, as you see. TV up there. This makes for a great loft space. You can have people sleep up here, plenty of room. There are storage areas underneath these covers here, and over here it's just some small space for sheets or towels or things like that. Decent sleeping room to get into the loft. There is a ladder, removable ladder. Pull out here, you can see. And of course that's located right above the driver's and passenger's seat side. There's these cushions don't have to go there. There's extra cushions there. 2 sets. So if your kids need a boost tight or you need extra cushion, there's those. Just put those in there to keep them out of the way. You do also have Bluetooth. You have a camera, backup camera. This has been a very handy feature when you turn your blinkers on. So you can sort of see that goes up to the back, and then when you're driving and you turn the blinkers on, you will be able to see out that side. So you'll actually have a camera there in addition to your mirrors. So I have found that to be very helpful. Now this couch does make out into a full-size bed. It's very comfortable. Right now this is the slide out version of the rig, and when you have the slide out you can put this table up here. So you see this is pull the tabletop off, and then you just pull out that pull down there, and then you would pull the slide back in. So here's a look at the space when that's out. So it's nice and roomy. Not too bad for only one slide, because you'll give you a lot of space. So this is a look at the kitchen area, and on this side you will see the freezer and refrigerator, along with some cabinet space along the side. I think there's a pretty good storage room throughout here. Before we proceed into the kitchen area, I'll just show you right quick. Here's going to be your entertainment center, basically. So you have your electric in here, and then of course you have your USB ports here. So it's all set up for your electronic toys as well. Refrigerator and freezer have worked quite well, and they have ample space in there. You can fit quite a lot of stuff in here. And there's the freezer. Okay. So up above there you have your air conditioning roof unit here. You have 2 air conditioners in this unit. The other's in the garage, and we'll head out that way here in just a second. So here's the kitchen space. Again, some decent storage areas above the sink. Propane gas. Once you get the propane set up and your pilot light lit, all you have to do is spark here. You don't have to be constantly lighting things. Very easy to use range. And then here is your microwave with the convection oven inside as well. So lots of ways to cook your food. And then underneath you have some pretty good storage units, or storage drawers for your kitchen goods or whatever else you'd like. And over here, this is the control paneling. So you have everything that you're going to need. You got your generator, internal start here. Of course you can do that outside too. Hot water heater, you can run gas or electric. All your gauges for your water, battery, all those things here. You do have tank heaters, so if you're going to be out in the cold, you have those to help prevent from freezing. Slide out manual button here, but you also have this handy remote control, which makes your life a lot easier when you need to be outside monitoring whether there's tree branches and so forth. You can do all kinds of things from the outside. So you can do turn on lights, you can level, run the Jenny, extend the awning extender, bring in the slides. So that does actually help quite a lot. when you need to see what's going on around you. And then of course, here's the internal manual. You can do manual or automatic with the leveling system, which is here. Okay. All right, so we'll head into the bathroom now, and I'll point out one of the features that I personally installed. This is one of the custom things. Seems like a small thing, but it's actually kind of to me it was a big deal, because this composting toilet actually allows you to be off the grid a bit longer. First off, it saves you from having to flush a whole lot, so you don't flush, and so you don't waste water on flushing. And then it makes your ability to not have to always track down dump sites. So that to me was a bonus. You can always put a regular toilet back in if you want, but this one has worked great. A lot of questions about it. No smell. Actually, what you're going to see here is you plug this in, and a little fan is always running, and so it keeps things dry. And then you have basically an airing out unit there, so that the air is constant. It keeps things dry in there. And then for the fluids, you just take this out and whenever you need to. And so it's really quite simple. You can take this whole toilet out easily if you wanted to put it on a boat or something. So it's just super simple feature. Again, saves water. I think it makes life easier, so that's why I put it in to basically to turn the solids. You just will crank this handle when you have in your foam, your coconut core inside there. You just turn the handle to keep things mixed up. So here's the shower. I put in a better shower head than came with standard. So this one uses less water and it creates more pressure. And so that'll take you a lot further with your water. So again, kind of one of the goals was to be able to stay off the grid a bit longer than the average model this thing than it would do come factory. You got a little bit of headspace up here, so if you're a bit taller, realize that you have a little bit extra headspace up there for the shower. You've got your fan up there. Now here's the sink side, and you have a little storage under the sink there. And then you have some pretty decent storage above the sink in this vanity area. So I found that to be able to hold quite a lot there. Okay. So now coming back out, and before we head into the garage, there's two closet spaces on each side. Here, it's on one side. Let's take a look in there. It's pretty good depth of closet space as well. So you can hang some things. I put some drawers in there just to give me more ways to organize. And then on this side, you have another similar, has an extra drawer, but closet space, drawers, pretty good and deep. You can put quite a lot in here, I can attest. Okay, so we'll head into the garage now. And this to me is the star of the show. So the 2017 model has an 8x9 garage, and I was all about having the space to use more for office than anything, or an extra sleeping space. So I personally took out these jackknife leatherettes, which I installed back in for the next person purchasing it. But you can fold these out into sleeping space, and they're quite nice and quite comfortable. So I've installed those in. You can take them out if you just like the space. Notice the tie-down rings in here. So we have a number of tie-down rings. So you got them back here. Also, you'll see on this this back door is a ramp, and you can see the patio deck screening there. That's removable. You can take all that off if you. In fact, I did. So I just wanted the space inside. So you also have the mosquito or the bug screens. So when you do open the back up, you can close those off and have a nice breeze out there. Pretty decent extra storage space in here on both sides. This model has, it's set up with the extra cabinetry. So you do have a bit of space in there. They're pretty pretty decent size storage in there. See the tie down rings in the front here. Over here you have the third television. There's one outside. You saw the one inside already in the loft area. And of course you have the radio. Outside spotlights and ceilings. Can air things out if you need to. And open up these guys and this basically allows you to air a little bit. So you've got entertainment here. You can pipe out music outside if you'd like. This is a basic little toolkit area. You probably have more tools than will fit in here, but it's a good start. And up here you have the window unit. So if you actually have to connect to 15 or 20, if you're just plugging into regular house plugs and you don't have the full 30 amp, this actually will run on that. The top unit won't, but this one does. So you could just plug this into a regular old house plug and this will cool down this room pretty substantially, pretty quickly. So the propane tanks, I do have set up the extended stay. So basically the propane setup outside of the unit, you can see these in the photographs that I've posted where I've had these hooked up. But what this will allow you to do is just take one of these guys and run out and get it refilled at the Tractor Supply or whatever, and you don't have to move the rig. So again, the concern was, well, how can we stay off the grid a little bit longer than just a couple of days? And this is really a great benefit to this rig that I had installed on it to allow you to do that. So you can go run those out, fill them up, and you don't have to worry about running out of the house propane tank. Okay, so here's your garage. And I'll walk you back through from the other direction. So again, the kitchen area, bathroom space, the morning breakfast table nook area with the fold out comfy couch there. So you could sleep two there. So pretty easily you can sleep two up in the loft, two on the bed, and then if you pull the jackknife couches out in the garage, you can sleep another two there pretty comfortably. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. It's been a great rig. Just changes in finances, and sometimes you gotta cut your expenses, and so it's been a great rig. It's in great shape, and it's ready for you and your family to enjoy.